Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dale Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafel, and I'm now joined by 2015 NFL Draft prospect, wide receiver and return specialist out of Lindenwood University, Terry Fenton. Thanks for taking some time to chat, Terry. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good, Christian, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the call.
Hey, man, the pleasure's all mine, and let's go ahead and get right to it, man. You've definitely had an interesting journey to get to where you're at right now. Lindenwood is actually your fifth college that you've been at. You started off at two junior colleges before transferring to McKendree University, which is here in Illinois. You then transferred to Southwest Baptist, which is in Missouri, and here you are now at another Missouri college at Lindenwood University. Can you just tell us about this journey that you've been on?
Oh, man, it's been a roller coaster ride, a lot of highs and a lot of lows, man. It was two junior colleges and three universities, man. It's tough, but like I say, I was young at the time, and, I was moving around, didn't have no guidance and whatnot, and that's pretty much where that where the movement came around for all the transferring and bouncing around came from.
And I see on the Lindenwood University's website, you're a little bit on the smaller side. They have you at 5'9", just under 160 pounds. And you've shown that you've been able to play wide receiver, but you're really, you've made an impact on special teams as a returner. What do you feel is your biggest strength as both a wide receiver and a return specialist? And why do you feel that you've had the success that you've had specifically in the return game?
First of all, I just feel like I'm fearless and I'm a playmaker, And I feel like size, just because you're small or undersized doesn't mean you can't do this or do that, And, like that's what most people label. Most small guys, they feel like you're not the prototypical, the 6-foot player and all that. I'm just a playmaker. You just give me the ball and I'm going to make plays, and that's how it's been since a kid.
Mm-hmm. And like we mentioned, you've been to a number of different schools. Why did you want to wrap up your college football career at Lindenwood? What was it about the school and football team that intrigued you?
It was the program, the direction of the program. Patrick Ross is the head coach over there, and I just liked what he did with the program, It's a winning program, I liked the offense. I felt like it suited my skill set, so that's why it was intriguing for me, and, that's why I wanted to go. But I like to give a shout out to Coach Ross, man. He's a good dude, man. Great guy, man. He's changed that program around.
Now, you've only spent 1 year at Lindenwood. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the head coach, Patrick Ross, and what he's doing with the Lions football program? Why do you feel that, the future is looking bright for them?
Man, man, they're running there. He's coaching. He's passionate and he's committed. He loves what he does. He's a disciplined coach, and he expects greatness out of you. He doesn't. He's one of those guys that coach wants to win. Everybody wants to win. But Coach Ross, he loves to win. He's a great guy. Great preparation. He's a player's coach. And so much you can really say. It's hard for me to grasp words to say. So much you can say about him. He's a player's coach, and that's what a lot of guys like about him.
All right. Now, it's not uncommon where you see a guy transfer to a school or two, but Terry, you've been to 5 different colleges. How would you describe your overall college football experience? I mean, it really does sound like it's been like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's been filled with a bunch of, highs and lows. It was tough, trying to make that transition from, school to school and not having no stability. But my overall experience, it was great because, I got to do something that a lot of people don't do, and that was to play college football, NCAA football. So, I wish I could have done things a little bit differently now that I look back on it. But, everything happens for a reason, so I'm not going to sit back and dwell on it. All I can do is just fix my mistakes and learn from them and move forward, and that's where I am today.
Right on. Chris Shanafel talking to 2015 NFL Draft prospect out of Lindenwood University, Terry Fenton. And Terry, if you had to single out one, what's the biggest or most memorable play that you've made throughout your college career?
My first game in punt return, I took a 48-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Nice.
I mean, it was great, you know, because it was something that I expected of myself, you know. Like, I was probably off for like 2 years, and I was in McKendree, and I had to miss the first 2 games because I didn't have my NCAA requirements done. So, my first game back, the first punt, took it to the house, man. The feeling, it was great.
Oh, man.
It's great just to get that feel, the thrill of being back on the field again.
Absolutely. It doesn't sound like it could get too much better than that, man. Your first game back and you take one to the house. I mean, that definitely sounds great. Now, as you know, not too many people have come from Lindenwood University and have played in the NFL, but just this year, cornerback Pierre Desir became the first LU Lion to be drafted. He was taken in the 4th round by the Cleveland Browns. Is there any chance that you've been able to talk to anybody that has had any type of experience at the next level, and have they given you any advice as to what to expect during this draft process?
Yeah, I got a bunch of friends that play in the NFL. My best friend, Chris Brooks, played 2 years with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm good friends with Janoris Jenkins, Taylor Austin, and a couple other guys. But just to keep it short, back to the question, a lot of guys just told me, man, just stay focused and humble and work hard, you know, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business and it's political. All I'm trying to do is just work hard and put myself in the best position possible. You know, and that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely. Now, let's say there's an NFL general manager listening to this very interview. Why should he want wide receiver, return specialist Terry Fenton out of Lindenwood University a part of his team?
I'm a playmaker. I'm a guy with good character. I won't cause no problems or nothing. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to come to work on time, and I'm going to make plays, and I'm going to do what's expected of me. All I want is an opportunity. Don't look at me and just tell me no just because you don't feel like I'm the prototypical, you know, 6-foot play football player or whatnot. Just give me an opportunity, and I'm going to make things happen.
Hey, man, you only need one team to fall in love with you, man. One team to give you that opportunity. Now, Terry, just a few more questions, then I'll let you go. I do appreciate your time, man. Now, if you would compare yourself to somebody currently playing in the NFL, who do you think that would be and why? Is there anybody specific out there?
Man, Steve Smith, man, my favorite receiver. Man, he's fearless, man, and he's passionate. He's very passionate about what he do, man. You see that every Sunday, man. A 35-year-old, he has another 1,000-yard season this year. You know, he just plays with so much fire and passion. Like, man, it just, you know, it's something that you can't teach. Also, the willingness to win, man, and not to be denied, you know, because people label you. When people label you as small, man, I look at that as disrespect. You know, they look at you as, well, you don't supposed to be out here, or you can't do this, do that, and you prove people wrong. And that's why I like him.
And he's absolutely one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and he's been doing it for a long time. Like you said, he's about, 34, 35 years old, so can't go wrong with Steve Smith right there, Terry. So I know about a month or so ago, I know that you participated in the National Bowl, a college football all-star game. Can you just tell us a little bit about that experience, and is there any chance that you were able to speak with any scouts?
The experience was great. I had a great week of practice. The game didn't go as planned like I thought it was. Like I said, because we didn't have the chemistry for us with the offense, with the quarterback receiver. You know, it's more easier for the defense just to get out there and fly around and move around, vice versa as the offense when you're trying to learn guys and learn this and that. But the overall experience was great. I ended up talking to the Kansas City Chiefs. A scout gave me his card and we talked a little bit, but. Yeah, I'm very grateful of that, you know, coming from where I'm coming from and been through what I've been through.
Absolutely.
It's just a blessing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very encouraging, very exciting just to be able to perform in front of scouts and let alone, you know, be able to speak with any of them. So definitely great to hear that you've been in contact with the Kansas City Chiefs scout. And Terry, now that you've played in the National Bowl, what's next for you, man? I mean, we have a few months until the NFL draft. Do you have any set date for your pro day?
My pro day is in March. Coach Ross told us no dates haven't came out yet, so I'm hopefully just ready to go out there and tear it up at the pro day, and hopefully I can get invited to somebody's rookie camp.
Do you have any specific numbers that you would like to hit at your pro day?
4.43, 225, hopefully 10 to 12 times. I jump me at 37, 38. Have a good time. Have one of the best times in the short shuttle and a ball jump and all that. I just want to have great numbers. You know, you want to stand out. You got to separate yourself from a competition. And that's what they're looking for at the next level.
Hey, Terry, that's really all I have for you today, man. I really do appreciate your time. It's been a hell of a journey for you, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best throughout this process. Do you have anything else for us before I let you go?
Oh, man, I just want to give a shout out to my head coach, Patrick Ross, Coach Ross out of Lindenwood. anybody who supported me and helped me trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. My kids, my family, just anybody, and also Sean over at Draft Diamonds, and then Joey Mui. I don't know how to pronounce Joey's last name, but don't kill me, Joey. But yeah, Joey, he's a great guy, man. And there's not too many good people out here like that, man. I'm going under the radar right now, and that's how I like it, and 2015 is my year.
Hey, Terry, I'm sure this isn't going to be the last time we hear about Terry Fenton out of Lindenwood University. Once again, I really do appreciate your time, man, and take care, all right?
All right, thanks, Christian.